Hello friends, I'm here in the beautiful sunken gardens at Garfield Park in Indianapolis. The surroundings here are gorgeous. We've got a sky full of puffy, cute clouds, very Indiana. And the fountains are so abundant with their water. That's one of the things when I moved here as a young teenager from California, from the Mojave Desert. The water fountains never really flowed there because of the water shortages and the aqueduct and all of that. So my sister and I were just completely ecstatic at the fountains that were flowing in Indiana. Another thing that was almost like a myth was the lightning bugs. We actually called them glowworms because of that that cartoon and the little dolls and stuff. But when we moved to Indiana, it was summertime 1989, and it was completely different. And we saw so many fireflies, dragonflies. Speaking of, there's a dragonfly, a beautiful black dragonfly that just flew right by me. So I'm thinking about love, I'm thinking about abundance. Black dragonfly is about dreams, going into the void and that stillness within. In the void of unlimited possibility, you can bring forth whatever you wish to create. And so today I went to yoga, and I decided that I was just gonna have a day in nature. So I brought a book with me, and I've spent the last hour or so inside the botanical garden. I paid the $2, which is such a cheap price considering the beauty that building beholds, not to mention this outdoor space that is just so nourishing. So stay tuned, you'll see some beautiful photographs that I captured of some amazing flowers inside that botanical garden. I'm gonna post them on Instagram, and I'm gonna put them on Facebook. I know you are all working probably at your jobs, and I'm not. This is my job now. So after 13 years, 13 wonderful, ecstatic years working for my clients at Merrill Lynch, I had decided and really felt into it that it was time for me to move on. So almost exactly a month ago was my last day after 13 years. And with it has come every emotion possible. I'm dreaming my biggest dreams, and I'm taking the action steps. It's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to do it. It's difficult, I'm not gonna lie about that. It can be very difficult to follow your dreams, to take a leap of faith, and to go into the void of unlimited possibilities and see what kind of shadow comes up. That's something that I've been dealing with. There are programs to be dissolved, such as limitations. Societal programs such as needing to be busy all the time. I certainly was busy. For those 13 years at Merrill Lynch, I was so busy. I was very good at what I did, and I loved my clients. I still do. There's such a place in my heart for them that I will always keep. And yet, we must also be true to ourselves. To thine own self be true. And part of that is knowing when it is time to step away from something. And with all growth, with all expansion, there must be contraction first. And with all contraction, inevitably there is expansion. Originally, when I took that job, I was an HR administrator. And so that was a huge jump for me back then, 13 years ago, to go from human resources to investment banking support. And I took a cut in pay, but it was one of those ideas of taking one step back in order to take 2 steps or a giant leap forward. So I want to encourage you, if you're considering making any changes in life, first of all, go within. See what comes about in your mind and heart. Pray, ask for answers, meditate, talk with your higher self, ask for dreams, go into that void, and start imagining what it looks like when you're not there. Does it bring you joy to think about not being there, not doing what you're doing, not answering to those people? Instead, answering to the call within? You'll find your answers if you still your mind enough. And then, see if you're strong enough to do it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So I didn't just do this willy-nilly. I took action steps well in advance. Of course, I put in my hard work and I saved money, but I also had my side hustle going. And that side hustle is my Reiki practice. And I love doing that work because it is so fulfilling. It feeds my soul to be able to help others in such a way, and to do good work in the world, to offer support to those who are on a path of self-realization. So taking that leap of faith was methodical, well thought out. And when it was time, I knew when it was time. And then I put it into action. So what action steps can you take today to bring into fruition your biggest dreams, your biggest vision? Sometimes it starts with asking the question, what would you do if you weren't doing what you're doing right now? What have you always dreamed about? What's your biggest vision? So, with that in mind, sometimes it starts with a little daydream, and then it grows from there. So that daydream can become anchored into this reality, should you choose to pull it into your awareness and into your focus. So, have a beautiful day, everyone. And despite all the hard work that you're doing, just know that you are absolutely loved. No matter who comes into your experience, know that you are seen, you are not alone. And feel free to always drop by my Instagram. It's CLJ_Jobe, Jobe. I love to put inspirational things there. And I'm starting to build my YouTube website. So that's YouTube /Christina Jobe. and I'll be putting some more content there. This video will probably end up there. If you're working on your energy and you need some assistance with that, I'm happy to help you with your vibes. And I only work with the highest love and light. You know, prayers are always welcome. God is always welcome into that space. And so there's no oogie boogie going on. If you're interested in a Reiki appointment to increase your vibes, increase your well-being, then come see me at Altitude. It's the triple W's and then Altitude Indy, altitudindy.com/Christina booking. And you can find me there. Or shout out, come send a message over this way and I'll meet you where you are. In so much love and light, you guys. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for listening to these kind words. I hope they have lifted your day up. And be the change you wish to see in the world. Know that it's all a choice. And with that, we take a deep breath, healing breath. Namaste. I love you.